The Ravens ahead of them at plus 1,000. I would probably have the Dolphins ahead of the Ravens.
I would too. It's close. It's close, definitely. Let me see the rest of this look here. I mean, the rest of this list.
Don't give it away.
Well, I know.
Ravens, Jets.
Well, we haven't done the Jets yet, right?
Yeah.
So this is
out of those three.
This
Dolphins,
is tight.
Ravens, Jets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's close.
I know it is. Man.
That's why the AFC is just so tough.
It's
right?
insane. It is.
You're not disrespecting anyone saying you're the sixth best team. That could be the sixth best team in the NFL or seventh or eighth.
I like I've said before, and I know I said this to you. This is a year where somebody in the AFC could win the Super Bowl and they won't make the playoffs, right? Where you're going to go, ooh, they got hot the last 6 weeks and they got healthy or whatever else, and they missed the playoffs. But man, if they got in, watch out. I feel like this has got this all over it.
That was my Detroit Lions last year.
A little bit, right?
Strong. So the Ravens, Donutkins says Zay Jones / Flowers has been building a nonstop hype out of training camp. He really has. There's been positive reports with him.
He was stuck in an archaic offense in college. Like we said, sometimes it's just as simple as this, right? If you put him on Alabama in the slot next to two other guys, what the do you think he's going to look like, right? Where we have to worry about a all-star receiver on the outside, and he would have looked like Jalen Waddle, who was the 6th pick of the draft. That's where people over-evaluate this stuff sometimes, where I just want to go, I don't know. He's just only the twitchiest, most explosive I've ever seen, but we didn't get to see the route tree. It goes into all that crap again sometimes that I just think is a little played out in the scouting community.
So you'll be watching him. He was your number 1 wide receiver, but that's too easy. I know for you.
Yeah.
That's a rookie.
I don't even need to watch him. I already know that shit's going to be good, right? To me, it's one thing with the Ravens. Ravens are a Super Bowl caliber football team. We've said during the offseason, think about what they did last year. They were on the 1-yard line about to go up 14 points against the Bengals in Cincinnati. With the backup quarterback. Edge, though, is what I'm looking at. The defensive edge. And specifically, I'm going to throw, 2 names in here, or just one maybe. Odafe Oweh, right? That's the one I'm going to look at because it's time. He's got to start to be a force here. He or David Ojabo, right, who's right behind him, who they drafted out of Michigan and had the torn Achilles during the pro day, right?
Yeah.
One of those has to pop up to be a force on the edge of the defense. And what's the rumor? Did you see the news today a little bit who they're having in to visit?
I think
you did, but I'm going to put you in the spot and you're going to choke.
I'm choking
Jadeveon Clowney is going there.
Matt, edit that out. Edit that choke out.
But Jadeveon Clowney's going there because of the same things we're talking about. They're going, we're not sure. How good are they going to be? We know Jadeveon Clowney, and we know what he can be. But, what can these other guys be? So that's the position I'm looking at. Can they find a guy that can rush the passer, that can make a defense or an offensive line ever go, we got to slide this way or we got to make sure we help this guy? They haven't had that. So who will it be for them? And that's specifically, Odafe Oweh, David Ojabo, who jumps on the scene.
Again in my area, but I'm going to go with the nose tackle in Travis Jones out of UConn a couple years ago. A little thin in this group right now.
Mm-hmm.
He was the 3rd-round pick in 2022, played 13 games last year.
Second favorite D tackle in that draft, right?
I just remember we liked him.
Yeah.
And, 3rd-round pick. So, I don't know. He's the backup right now to Michael Pierce on the depth chart that I'm looking at right now. So who knows?
He had a lot of hype in training camp last year. He did really well. Remember, and then I think he hurt his ankle early in the year. And, hey, when you're 330 pounds, you hurt your ankle, it can hurt all year long. So we'll see. His potential is better than any of those guys he's got in front of him. He does. So, that'll be – if he reaches that potential and they can trust him to do the right things, yes, in the perfect world, you'd like Travis Jones to be the starter and Michael Pierce to be the backup guy. That's what they would want to be. Michael Pierce, we know what he is. He's a big run-stopping guy, but he doesn't add a lot to the disruption department. Yeah. I like your pick with Travis Jones. It's a good one to watch. He's got something to him to where – he could be one of those guys in a year or two. We go, he's one of the better D tackles in all of football.
A lot of names on this team that were favorites of yours coming out of the draft. We also have Cody McKenzie saying Jalen Armour-Davis could be very likely the starter alongside Marlon Humphrey, who was hurt his rookie year, I believe. And it was a later round draft pick, 4th round pick, but he was one of your top 5 corners coming out.
Size, speed, smarts. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be a little surprised or disappointed if Rock Ya-Sin beats him out. I know what Rock Ya-Sin is, and he's solid. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, Jalen Armour-Davis he's certainly a guy that I was on my list here, and I'm a fan of and rooting for him. Yo, thanks for watching, homies. I appreciate it as always. The NFL season is right around the corner, so now it's your turn to hit subscribe to Chris Simms Unbuttoned. If you want to get all the training camp battles, preseason film review, playoff predictions, and much, much more, you know where to find it. It's right here, Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Please subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Peace out, homies. See you soon.